Hey, what's happening? This is Tom, NerdRemix.com. I got a movie for you today called The Virgin Murders. These are from the guys at Worldwide Multimedia. Now, it was written and directed by a woman named Tina Randolph McCullough, and it starts out with a 1981 opening scene of like a ritual preparation for like a satanic type thing. You know, some candles, some chanting, stuff like that. Fast forward to a guy named Victor, who's played by Elias Castillo. He's a reporter. He writes about urban legends and the supernatural for Dark Zine Phoenix. A local Phoenix magazine, I guess, and he's got a drinking problem, he's got ex-wife problems, he's got a lot of problems at work. A cab driver, he doesn't have a license because he got a DUI. A cab driver hooks him up with a relative of his who's in a body modification cult, and that doesn't really pan out for him. So Kyle, who is played by Shane Dean, his friend, a police detective, hooks him up with a snuff film. Now he watches the snuff film and decides to find out what happened to the girl in the snuff film, and pursue his article on that. It's basically about Victor's downward spiral through things, and it's kind of a weird relationship he has with his cop friend, and in the end, it takes a pretty weird twist that you didn't really see coming. Now, the setup for this movie takes forever, and that's one of the bad things about it. Also, there's an interview saying with a TV interview that Victor's doing that kind of takes too long. It almost seems like they were padding this movie out because they tried to cram way too many things into it that didn't go anywhere. There's a satanic bent. There's the body modification bent. There's a vampire thread to this story, and nothing really wraps up tight together. And the core story seems like somebody saw 8mm and decided to do an homage to that, or use that as a jumping off point. The plot, then in a way that wraps up, is very different in this film, but there are some similarities there. Pretty ably acted. Elias Castillo is a pretty good actor, and Shane Dean. Those are the two principals, and they both do a pretty good job. Cinematography-wise, some of it was kind of grainy looking, kind of weird looking, and some shots didn't go nowhere. Like I said, it probably would have worked better as a shorter film. Some scenes seemed like it was stuff that they shot, and they just, well, let's stick it in this, and some scenes just seemed padded out to make this feature length. But that being said, it's not a bad film per se. It's entertaining to a point once it gets going. Like I said, the setup takes forever, and there's a lot of things that go nowhere and that aren't really integral to the plot. But if you want to check out The Virgin Murders, definitely pick it up from Worldwide Multimedia, and watch it. Maybe if you can find a rental somewhere, rent it. And I give it a 7 out of 10. So 7 out of 10 for The Virgin Murders. I'm Tom, NerdRemix.com. Thanks.